Hi there, my name is J. Scott McMillan, best-selling author, founder of Marketing Power LLC, and creator of the Monetize Your Message system. Thanks for visiting. Today we're going to talk about business analysis. One of the first tasks to complete when you're starting a business is to do some business analysis. Without good analysis, it's like shooting first and then taking aim. In this video, we're going to address how to research your niche, who your competitors are and what content they're producing, who your customers are and what pains they have, and finally, what social media channels should you be using. The first place to start is defining what niche you're in or you want to be in. It's important to know what niche you're in when you're competing, as it makes it easier to research your customers and your competitors. If you're not quite sure, then start by listing a few keywords you think that would describe what your message or your business is about. Remember, keywords are usually phrases like how to groom a dog, not just dog. You want to think like someone who's sitting at their computer or their phone and they're wanting the service or product that you provide. What would they search for? Frequently, it's a problem that they want solved, like how to groom a dog. So if you're a dog groomer, your keyword list would include dog, but also how to groom a dog. Now, it's pretty obvious that dog groomer is in the pet niche, more specifically the dog grooming niche. But what if your business is business audits? Well, you might find there really isn't a business audit niche, but if you specialize in bank audits, then, well, that's your niche. When searching about niches, you will also be learning about your competitors and what type of content is being written about them or about that niche. More on that in a minute. Once you know what your niche is and can define it and have a list of keywords, you can proceed to finding out who your competitors are. Use your keywords to research who else is providing the product or service that you provide. Once you know who your competitors are, then you can research their marketing techniques and find out which ones seem to be resonating with the customers that you want to target. If they're doing a good job, you can imitate their marketing style. Now, I'm not saying that you can copy it, but figure out what the look and the style is and see what they're selling, what their benefits are, and tailor your marketing to address the same types of issue. Write down their website URL and start reading their blogs. Also, sign up for their newsletter. You want to figure out what types of content they're publishing, also the frequency of the content they publish. Look at their social media sites and find out what type of content they're sharing and who's engaging with their content. Figure out what's working and emulate it. Here are a few tools you can use to help with your competitive analysis. With Facebook Insights, you will find good demographic information on the people you'll be targeting with your ads. I'll demo that in a minute here. Also, you can use Reddit forums. They allow you to find out what forums are active in your niche, and you can monitor them to find out what your target audience wants or what their pains are. Also, Amazon and Kindle are great ways to find out if there are any books in your niche. If you find them, well, these are your competitors. A couple of websites, SimilarWeb.com, SEMrush.com, and FindMe.com, are sites that will help you understand your competitors' marketing and how much traffic they're generating. Okay, so here we go. We're going to look at SimilarWeb.com. And first thing you're going to do is, the example I'm going to use is one of the photography site that I have. So here's one of my competitors, and I'm going to copy their URL, pop it into here, and search. Okay. Now, we can find some statistics like ranking, which at this point isn't that important. You can see that they have, here's their roughly 40,000, almost 50,000 visits, so they get a lot of visits. Here's some more statistics about their visits, time on site, page views, bounce rate. Here's their countries. But right here is quite interesting. This tells me that search is how they're getting most of their traffic, a little bit in social, hardly any in email, lots of direct traffic. But here's probably the most interesting one, and this is the referring site. So they're getting most of their traffic, or the highest amount of traffic, from Feedly.com. Then from these, and so they must have ads there. So that's quite interesting. This shows search traffic, that it's 100% organic. They're not using paid search. Here's another awesome feature. You can now see what keywords that they're ranking for. And here's something also interesting. So their number one ranking is for iPhone photo size. So you can click that, and it'll take you right to that article. So you can click into that and see that article. So you can really see exactly what keywords they're using and what kind of articles and how they're ranking. So it gives you more information. Here's their social profile. So Facebook clearly getting their most traffic, some from Twitter, from Scoop It. They're not using any display advertising. Their categories, kind of interesting. Obviously, their highest category they fit into is arts, entertainment, and photography. Also computer and electronics. And then I like this too. This also visited sites. So people that visit this lifeandlofi.com also visit these websites. So these potentially could be also my competitors. So that's interesting. And then again, also similar sites, iPhone photography. So they've got no apps, and then you can buy the pro account if you want. But there's similar .web and how it can be used. Okay, now before you emulate anything that your competitors are doing, make sure that they're not only successful, but they're actually addressing the pains of your target audience. We'll cover out how to find who your customers are and what their pains are next. One of the best ways to market your products and services is to understand your customer's pain with a solution. To do that, you need to understand your customers inside and out. One of the best ways to do this is to create avatar models of your customers. Think of your best customer or a facsimile and write down their gender, their age, their profession, income level, background, and life circumstances. It's even a good idea to write down their physical description. Doing this allows you to write your content as if you were speaking to this one person. It also makes your content resonate with your audience and brings a warmness that will ensure that you attract the right customers to your business. Next, you'll want to drill down and figure out what your customers' pain points are, and so you can communicate your solution directly to their pain. So try to answer the following questions. If they could make a few life changes happen immediately, what would they be? What are their biggest frustrations? What is their single biggest fear? What do they say to themselves about the problems they have, and what is their perspective on life? Another question is, what problems or objections they might have about your product or your service that would cause them not to buy from you? Now, if you can answer these questions, you'll have a very good perspective on your customers, which will allow you to tailor your solutions to solving your problems. These are very good questions, and there's many ways you can research to find the answers to them. So start by hanging out with your potential customers at networking events or live training events that target your niche. While networking with them, just ask them some of these questions. You can also hang out on social media sites in your niche, join relevant forums, and start reading and asking questions and commenting on posts. Find popular magazines in your niche, and it'll help you also understand your potential customers. You can even survey your audience by asking them your questions or these questions on your social media platforms or email list. Client analysis is critical to a successful marketing campaign because it allows you to communicate effectively with your customers because you understand their pain points and have a solution to help them. Before you set up your social media channels, you need to decide which channels are even right for you. More importantly, you need to decide which channels will provide the best route to your target audience. Although you want to obtain as much exposure as possible, it's not always realistic to start building communities in every channel that you can. This often leads to detrimental effects because you're not able to put enough time into each platform, which results in your content becoming boring and diluted and just ineffective. Map out the time that you can dedicate towards your social media activities. This is a simple process that takes in the following accounts. Time needed to create a content roadmap across each platform. Resources needed to produce any platform-specific content on each platform, like resized images, custom tracking links, and post descriptions. Also, any equipment or software that would need to be purchased or any extra skills that need to be developed. You just want to make sure that you've planned out how much time and expense it will take to keep your social media channels updated. Understanding your niche will help you decide on which channels to spend time on. For example, if your business is B2B, then you probably wouldn't be on Facebook or Pinterest, but rather on LinkedIn and Twitter. And there you have it. Good business analysis can make or break your new business. Make sure you have a good handle on these basic areas and you'll be off to a good start. If you'd like to dive into the nitty-gritty of how to create, market, and deliver highly profitable online courses, then pick up a copy of my new book, Monetize Your Message, the training and internet marketing mashup that will transform your message into a publishing powerhouse. And stay tuned for my groundbreaking new online course that will guide you step by step through the entire 5-phase system of the Monetize Your Message system. I hope you enjoyed this video training sessions, and bye for now.